Hi everyone, I'm Gwen and welcome to At Home with Gigi. Thank you so much for being here today. Guys, I cannot wait to share with you these gorgeous farmhouse DIYs. They're just very neutral, transitional pieces which are just perfect for this time of the year because face it, not everybody's ready to start decorating for fall. And if that's you, I've got you covered. So I hope you'll stick around to the end and let me know which of these is your favorite. And also guys, if you're not subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and while you're there, smash that like button as well, and it sure would help my channel out, and I thank you so much for it. Now let's get started. We're going to start by spray painting 3 jars, and these came from the Dollar Tree, and I'm using rose gold Rust-Oleum, and that came from Walmart. And I just took them outside and gave them 3 to 4 coats and then let them dry. And then I'm just going to use some of this buffalo check ribbon that came from the Dollar Tree and just simply cut off a piece and tie it around the neck of each of the jars. If you don't have the jars, then you can use a glass vase or whatever you might have on hand. And this is so very simple and easy, and it's a great way to start transitioning into your fall decorations. If you're not quite ready to do fall yet, this is just very, very neutral and, like I said, a great way to transition to fall. And the flowers that the little picks that I'm going to be using, those came from Walmart, and they were actually 97 cents each. And that's actually cheaper than what you could get at the Dollar Tree, and they are so beautiful. I have picked up quite a few of these. Each time I go, if they have them, I pick up some. And I'm just putting them into the jars here, and as you'll see here in a second, after I get all 3 of them in there, they weren't quite high enough, so I did go back in and add some floral foam into the jar to make them set up a little bit higher. But you can leave them as they are, or you can do that. And I'm also going to show you where I used some fairy lights that came from the Dollar Tree. And God, aren't those gorgeous? I think they're so pretty, and they will be perfect to use all the way through fall if you're going for a very neutral look. And I've just got them paired with a few of my other decorations that I'm using right now because I haven't really started my fall decorating. We're going to be moving in about a month, so I'm going to hold off until we move, and then I'm going to start my fall decorating. And if you know me, you know I go all out for fall almost as much as I do for Christmas. And this is what I'm talking about. I just removed the picks and just put those little fairy lights in there. Isn't that beautiful? I love that rose gold.
In the wildest dream, I'd see you again. Never dreamed about nothing else other than you. I always thought I'd be waiting in vain, but suddenly there you were.
We're going to make a wreath using items from the Dollar Tree, and this ring also came from the Dollar Tree. They now have them where you can get 3 different sizes in one pack for $1, and I'm going to use the largest one. And I'm just going to start by zip tying this greenery onto the ring, and I find it much easier to use the zip ties than hot glue because I just cannot get my greenery or anything really to stick to these metal rings, and it just makes it so much easier. I'm just kind of bending the greenery where it just kind of forms and hugs around the edges there of the greenery, and then I'm just going to repeat the same thing on the other side of the ring. This greenery that I'm using came from the Dollar Tree, and I just picked that up last week, and I thought it was so pretty. They had I think like 3 or 4 different colors, and I chose this one and a couple of the other reddish looking fall colors, and I'm using just a small piece of floral wire just to keep that greenery in place right here.
For the things I have done, for the things I never did, but I promise, dear, I'll never let you go.
about the white zip ties showing because we're going to cover them up with the flowers and also with the bow that we're going to be making.
I wanna be so much better whenever you're around. I wanna say something clever to get in your mind.
These white sunflowers are just perfect if you are not ready to start decorating for fall, or if you're going for a very neutral farmhouse look for fall. These would be just beautiful. And then just zip tie it on there, arrange it like you want it. And guys, this is so easy. It does not take a lot of skill to do this. And then I'm just going to make a quick bow with this buffalo check ribbon, and this came from Amazon, and I am loving this ribbon. Sometimes the quality from Amazon is hit or miss, but this is just beautiful. It came in a 2-pack. I'm just making a 4-loop bow on each side. I'm just going to fluff it up. Just fluff it really, really good. I am still, as I always tell you, working on my bow making skills, so I have to fluff, fluff, and fluff some more. And then I'm just going to use a pipe cleaner and then just twist it several times until I get it really tight on there and hold it into place. And just fluff, fluff, fluff it some more. And don't forget to go back and dovetail your ends and give it just a pretty, nice finished look. And it really did not take long at all to complete this wreath, and it's just such a simple, pretty wreath. I think that will get you all the way through fall, or at least until you're ready to start putting up your fall or Halloween decorations. We are going to make a window frame. Originally I was going to make a lantern, but my lantern fell apart. I used my beloved Gorilla Glue, hot glue, and I did not sand down the frames and take that like waxy whatever kind of coating on it, and it completely fell apart. So I set it aside for a while, and then I laid it out again one day, and I noticed that it looked like a window frame. So I decided that's what I'm going to make. And I'm using the Gorilla Gel Glue here. If you don't have that, you can use the E6000. I just prefer this because it doesn't smell as bad. And make sure that you sand these down if you have them, as you can see where I've sanded the inside. And please excuse my big head. I get down a little close to my projects sometimes and forget about the camera. But I just glued them together. Then I'm going to use the clamps. Well, after I wipe off the excess, because I get a little carried away with my glue sometimes. But I just use these clamps and just clamp them together, let it set overnight, and then I just repeated the same thing with the other set of frames. And then I just came back and glued all 4 of the frames together to create a window, clamped them together again, and again let them set overnight just to make sure that they were not going to come apart.
I always thought I'd be waiting in vain, but suddenly there you were. Never thought it'd be.
I'm just going to paint this family sign that came from the Dollar Tree. I got this last year. I think it was last fall, and just got some extras and put them away. And I'm just going to paint it with my Waverly White chalk paint, and I just mixed some water with it. That's why it's looking a little thin, because I'm at the end of my bottle and it's gotten all wonky on me, but it still gives great coverage.
I want to say something clever to get in your mind, 'cause right now we're not together and I lose my way then. Oh, I feel so much better whenever you're around, whenever you're around. Yeah.
I did switch to one of these little Dollar Tree foam brushes because this sign is a little bit rough, so when you're getting inside all those little nooks and crannies, if you use your good brush, it will tear it up, because I did mess up one of my little brushes. So just an FYI.
Is it too late to feel you? Is it too late to tell you about how much I'm sorry for the things I have done, for the things I never did?
I am so ready to start decorating for fall, but like I said earlier, I'm going to wait till after I move, because I don't want to have to put it up and then take it all down again. Is anyone else getting ready for fall? Are you still enjoying your summer decorations? Comment down below and let me know, when do you start putting up your fall decorations? Or do you just do summer and then just jump straight to Halloween and then Christmas?
I wanna be so much better whenever you're around. I wanna say something clever to get in your mind, 'cause right now we're not together and I lose my way then. Oh, I feel so much better whenever you're around, whenever you're around.
While my sign is drying, I'm going to use this green eucalyptus that came from Walmart, and I'm just splitting the stem in half. It's really easy to do. Just grab it and pull it apart, and then I'm just going to clip that tip off right there, and then I am going to zip tie my greenery to my frame. I'm not going to hot glue it or anything like that, because I want to be able to reuse this frame for different seasons, and I love to make things that I can reuse from season to season. And I had several extra pieces of this eucalyptus from other projects, and I'm just going to zip tie them all together, and then I'm going to zip tie them again right there in the center, just to give it a really full, pretty look. I just made a really pretty little sweet bow, and just a double bow, and this ribbon came from Walmart actually back in the early spring, and I have never found ribbon like that in the springtime at my Walmart, and I thought it was so pretty. And I'm just hot gluing it there again to the greenery, not to the frame. Now I'm just adding my little cotton buds to my greenery, and these little cotton buds came from the Dollar Tree. And I went back and forth trying to decide if I wanted to add flowers or the cotton balls or cotton buds, or just leave it just the greenery and the bow. I couldn't well, I guess I did decide. I decided to use the cotton, and I love how it turned out. It's a little bit different than what I normally do, because I love flowers and just kind of over the top arrangements, but simple and just a clean look. I think it's really, really pretty, and it's definitely the farmhouse look. So comment down below and let me know what you think. Should I have gone with the cotton or flowers, or just left it just the greenery and the bow?
I never thought in the wildest dream I'd see you again. Never dreamed about nothing else other than you.
Now I'm just taking some antique wax from folk art, and I'm just going to go in and just distress my sign just a little bit. After I get the wax on, I'm going to use a wet baby wipe and go in and wipe most of that off. Now this step it's definitely optional. If you don't want to do this, then by all means you do you. But since I'm going for that farmhouse vibe, I definitely want to distress my sign just a little bit. But you could actually just paint the family sign any color that you want, or you could use any word that you want, really. You can definitely make this your own. I'm just going to attach my sign using some Gorilla Hot Glue, but if you want to make sure that you have extra security, just go ahead and use some E6000 or the Gorilla Gel Glue like I was using earlier on my frame.
Is it too late to feel you? Is it too late to tell you about how much I'm sorry for the things I have done, for the things I never did? But I promise, dear,
And this is how it looks displayed with some of my other decor. And guys, I really love this. I wasn't for sure how I was going to like the cotton or the cotton buds. I mean, I love my cotton stems, but the cotton buds I wasn't too sure about. But seeing it displayed with my other decorations, I really love it. And I had so much fun creating these pieces for transitioning from summer to fall. I hope you'll let me know which one is your favorite, and if you'll be attempting to recreate any of these pieces. And I thank you so very much for being here. And if you like this video, I really hope you'll give it a thumbs up, because I really am trying to grow my channel. And guys, I'll see you next time.
never.